Welcome to the Vegas Benchwarmers. My name is Eric, he hate me 702. This is
Geremy with a G.
We're friends that are going to talk, debate, argue, and agree on sports in Southern Nevada High School football. If you like the content you see and would like to see more, please subscribe and like. Leave comments down below. Also follow us on all our social media, which the links will be in the description. And without further ado,
For me and Coach.
NFL Top 100 was released this week. Look, if you know, you can see the shirt I'm wearing. I'm wearing a shirt that says Mahomes. It says Patrick Mahomes, Showtime in KC. So you know what that means? We about to talk about my favorite player in the NFL. We're about to talk about it.
He'll talk about one player on the whole 100 list.
I'm gonna talk about multiples, but my favorite player got fucking screwed. Okay, so first we're gonna talk about snubs. Who is your snub? Your biggest snub off the list?
Rodney Hudson.
And Rodney Hudson, for some of the people that don't know, please explain.
He's the center for the Oakland Raiders, or for now the Las Vegas Raiders.
The Las Vegas.
But
Yeah.
he's been the #1 rated center since 2013.
And he's not on the list.
Not even anywhere near the list, apparently.
And he's voted. And oh, this list was voted on by the players. Y'all mother people are dumb. In this scenario, this list is dumb. Y'all ain't dumb. Y'all very, very
The
dumb.
entire list sucks.
This list is one of the worst lists I have ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
I think my daughter could make a top 100 list in the NFL better than this list.
I think you give somebody who knows nothing about NFL a bunch of tape, let them watch it for 2 days. I bet you they can make a better 100 list.
We don't even have to give them tape. Just give them a summary of what happened last year. And let them see stats.
You now going into the, let me get on Mahomes' balls here real quick.
Everybody knows Mahomes is the shit.
That's the only person you're talking about.
Okay, so my biggest, I got two of them really. It's Wentz and Ryan being left off. Now, Carson Wentz is not on here, and neither is Matt Ryan. What? What? So, with that, we're going to talk about the QBs, okay? We're going to talk about the QBs. I got a lot of tabs up. We're going to talk about them. So, first we got, let me see, we don't have, first issue we have, look, we're going to start it off with the #1 and the best, and the greatest of all time, as a KC Chief, okay? How the hell is Patrick Mahomes ranked 4th? How is he the 3rd ranked quarterback? Somebody, please, tell me. And don't give me this bullshit that because Lamar Jackson was the MVP, that Lamar Jackson is the #1 quarterback. Patrick Mahomes was the MVP last year, and he was the #4th player last year too. So last year he threw for 50 and 5. 50 and 5! 50 touchdowns, 5,000 yards. He threw for 50 and 5. MVP, it was 4th. This year, he wins the Super Bowl. Has 3 comebacks of 10 points. Fucked up a lot of people's ticket.
3 comebacks.
3 comebacks. 3 10-point comebacks in minimum. 3 comebacks, minimum of 10 points in the playoffs. Down in the Super Bowl with 7 minutes left to go and pulls off a miracle 3rd and 15, the greatest play of all time. The Wasp. And he is the 3rd rated QB. Lamar Jackson has not got out of the 1st round. I wouldn't have a problem if Russell Wilson was ahead of Patrick Mahomes. If it was 1 and 2, I would say, hey, to each his own. Russell Wilson's a very talented quarterback, and the shit that he's done
Don't let him lie to you.
is amazing.
Don't let him lie to you.
I'd still have a fucking problem.
He's all over Mahomes' balls.
I'd still have a problem. But, how? Like, honestly, unbiased opinion. How the fuck is Lamar Jackson rated better than him?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't agree with the entire list, so.
Okay. So, I'm pissed about that. But we can move on from that.
tell.
Because I could take all day
Don't worry, guys. It'll come up again.
I can take all day talking about Mahomes.
Don't worry, it'll come up about 3 more times in this video.
All right, so my next issue at quarterback, what I need your thoughts on. Brady is ranked 12th. I'm sorry, Brees is ranked 12th. Brady's 14th. Rodgers is 16th, and Watson is 20th. Do you have any problems with those?
What's it? Breeze, Brady, Rodgers, Watson.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know how. If we're going based off of last year, how's Brady make the 100? How's he make it that high?
How?
Not how he makes the 100 list, but how's he make it that high?
How is he 14th?
Based off of last year.
And even then, going into this year, he's on a brand new team, a brand new offense, a brand new fucking city, a brand new different side of the United States from the northeast to the southeast. Totally different. It's hot and cold. Totally different. Florida's way different than Baltimore, than Massachusetts, Boston. Way different. Way different places. Even though it's not that far away from each other, they're still way different. Look, I honestly don't think that. I don't think Breeze nor Brady should be ahead of Rodgers.
I mean, I don't know. Breeze, I think, has a slight edge over Rodgers.
I think Breeze.
Not by very much at all.
Yeah.
But I still think Breeze is better than Rodgers.
Okay. I don't think Brady should be ahead of Watson.
No.
Okay, so we're in agreement with that.
I don't.
Brady should not be ahead of Watson.
No,
Okay.
I don't think so.
I definitely think Brady should be. Listen. If I'm looking at this list, and I'm looking at it right now, so 17. So after Watson at 20, we got what? We got Delvin Cook. Okay, we're gonna talk about him later. Tyreek Hill. Yeah, I don't think Brady should be. I can put Brady at 26.
No way.
Move Von Miller back?
No. No way.
Well, we're gonna talk about him later too. 28. Okay, I can put him at 30.
Yeah, I could move Evans back.
Yeah, I could definitely put him at 30. So I think they got Brady way too high.
Yeah.
16 damn spots too high. I think that is like the retirement thing. This is the last time he's gonna be ranked, and they didn't want to evil or upset Tom because he's a god in some people's eyes. Not mine.
Definitely not mine after 2001.
But yeah, fuck him. Yeah, I don't like that. I think Rodgers should be a lot higher. I think Rodgers should be a lot higher. Look, I'm not saying all of them should be even in the top 20. Well, they maybe should be. But yeah, this list, I think Rodgers should be above Brady. I'd be okay putting Rodgers at 14, if Watson stays at 20, and then moving everybody kind of up one. Do you see what I'm saying? Putting Breeze at 30, moving Rodgers up. You see what I'm
Why would
saying?
you put Breeze at 30?
I mean Brady at 30. Put Brady at 30, then Rodgers would be at 14, and everybody would move up too. I'd be okay with that.
Yeah.
But I'm not okay with this. And then the rest of the quarterbacks, I have some more issues with the quarterbacks. Who? What are these people doing? They messed up quarterbacks more than I think they messed up anybody else. First of all, Ryan Tannehill should not be on this list.
Based off the way he played last year.
No.
Just because we don't like him.
No.
He's way over.
No. Ryan Tannehill should not be on. If Carson Wentz and Matt Ryan are not on this list, we're not talking about their best records, who had the best record. We're not leading that into conversation because Ryan Tannehill. I'm sorry, Ryan Tannehill.
I didn't bring up anybody's record.
Well, but that's what I'm saying. Ryan Tannehill was in the AFC Championship, so because he's got to be in this fucking list. No, they were in the AFC Championship because of Derrick Henry and their defense.
I didn't bring up anybody's record.
They played Baltimore, who Baltimore Lamar Jackson just folded. Again, I have no clue why he's number one. They played Baltimore. The whole offense just said, I don't want to play no more. They beat up on an old Patriots team. And then they got beat by the greatest QB in Kansas City Chiefs history. Patrick freaking Mahomes.
I told you.
And then, well, it has to come up with this.
I told you.
And then, like, no. And I don't even like Carson Wentz that much as a QB. But he's definitely way better than Tannehill. Way better than... How do you put Tannehill in when he played 12 games? No.
Wentz didn't do anything last year.
Wentz led his team to the playoffs and got injured.
Again.
Tannehill rode somebody's coattail to the playoffs. And when Derrick Henry did
Wentz,
not...
Wait. Wentz got injured again.
In the playoffs.
Again.
When Derrick Henry could not produce because the Chiefs targeted in on him, Tannehill couldn't do it. When they asked him to step up, he couldn't step up. He's not the 68th rated player.
He's also not out there the one catching the ball.
I don't... I'm sorry, speaking of that, can you name a receiver that played for Philadelphia last year?
Why are we talking about Philadelphia?
Because that's where Carson Wentz plays for.
You were just talking about Tannehill.
So, I'm saying, if Tannehill's on here, Carson Wentz should be on here. So if you're saying Tannehill had receivers that dropped the ball, Carson Wentz had nobody catching the ball.
Got injured again.
In the playoffs.
It got injured again.
In the
for second year
playoffs,
in a row.
though. But he's in the playoffs. We're not talking about the regular season. He led his team to the playoffs, and then Jadeveon Clowney fell on him, and he got injured
He
again.
led his team to the playoffs the year before.
Okay, so is he
And got injured.
Is he injury prone? Yes. But does that mean... Oh, so you're saying because he's injury prone, that's why he's not on the list?
Well, how? Like, I mean, that's what, 2 years in a row?
Well, don't forget, they won a Super Bowl without him.
Right.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. He got injured.
So so you're saying that's why he's not on the list because he's injury prone and people don't trust him?
I mean, how can you trust somebody? Like, you made it to the playoffs again this year, and then got injured.
Okay.
Like, that just shows you can't handle the pressure of the playoffs.
Okay, that's just, well, he's injured all the time, so he's injury prone basically.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so that still doesn't excuse the fact that fucking Ryan Tannehill should not be on this list.
Well, I mean, he didn't play horrible last year.
Ryan.
Tannehill will play horrible this year because he got paid.
And
it happens every time he gets paid.
okay, another problem I have. I love Josh Allen being on the list, but Josh Allen should be ahead of Tannehill. Tannehill should be off this list. If we really honestly do this, it should be Matt Ryan at 68, Allen at 87, and I don't know about Murray. I mean, Murray played good last year, but I'm sure...
Played good because he had Fitzgerald.
I'm sure... I'm 100% positive that we could replace him with like Rodney Hudson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm not okay with him being 90. I don't care either way. Let's put it that way. I don't care.
The whole list is a joke.
It is a joke.
So
It is a joke. Now we're gonna move on to the biggest joke, and you know this is a joke. I'm gonna tell you how I knew this was a joke, okay? You know what I'm gonna say, right? I knew this was a joke when I saw the list and saw Patrick Mahomes is 4. That's when I knew this was a joke.
Who's keeping count?
That's when I knew this was a joke. When I saw Patrick Mahomes was the third best QB in the league. Stupid new.
You know why they put him at number 4, right?
Because they want to piss him off and want him to win more championships.
They put him at 4 last year and he won the Super Bowl.
You know, this is all I'm gonna say right now is there's a couple people you don't want to piss off, okay?
Superstition is a bitch.
There's a couple people you don't want to piss off. You don't want to piss off the IRS. You don't want to piss off the police, and you don't want to piss off football gods.
I'll piss him off.
Well, you wait till the Raiders come.
I don't care.
Wait till the Raiders come and get their hands put on them.
I ain't worried about Mahomes.
Because it's showtime in KC because of Patrick Mahomes.
I could care less. Somebody keep count on how many times he licks Mahomes' balls.
Next thing, okay? So, next thing. Back to your running back. We're going to running backs now. Because I got some issues with these motherfuckers too.
Oh, I got a lot of issues.
Okay, so let's go with your issues first. You talk about your issues.
Oh, Josh Jacobs, number 72.
Thank you! I'm a Chiefs fan, and I know the man! It's good.
The man who should have won Offensive Rookie of the Year
Easily.
no. Everybody has him rated as the #1 running back.
Well, I don't
They
know about
have
the number.
him at number 72.
Look, I don't know about the #1 rated running back, but he's easily in the top 5. And they got him at 72. Now let's talk about who's above him. Okay, so that's your biggest issue, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
For running backs, that's my biggest issue.
My biggest issue is Derrick Henry at 10. Well, I got a lot of issues. I got a fucking shit ton of issues with this list, especially with the running backs. But Derrick Henry at 10. I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
Like Henry at 10, Cook at 21, Elliott at 24, Barkley at 31.
I don't like Todd Gurley at 51.
I don't like none of them.
Well, how is Todd Gurley at 51?
How's Josh Jacobs at 72?
We know that. That again, Todd Gurley was injured. Well, he played 14 games. I looked up his stats. He did play 14 games. But he had a huge drop-off. Like, he was such a drop-off that literally his team was like, we want to trade you. And they were like, nope, nobody had any takers. So they cut him. Nobody traded for the 51st best player in the NFL. Okay, sure. Yeah, was it his contract? Yes, it sure was. It sure was. But 2 years after paying him that contract, the team that gave him that contract said, you know what? We out. Peace. Can't use you. You declined that much in 1 year that we can't use you, but yet you were still the 51st rated running back. Or rated player.
Well,
Now, if he's a 51st rated running back, I'd be okay with that. Derrick Henry at 10. No, I do not think a running back should be in the top 10. And if a running back is in the top 10, I do not think it should be Derrick Henry.
no.
I would be definitely okay with Zeke being in the top 10. If I had a running back. That's the only running back I could see being in the top 10. That's the only one I could see. Who he didn't like that. He just said, You want to expand? Dalvin Cook being higher than Zeke to me is stupid. I think Zeke is a better player than Dalvin Cook. I think Dalvin Cook being higher than Barkley is dumb. But I can see because Barkley was injured a lot last year. I had him on my fantasy team, so I know. He didn't put up a lot of points, a lot of numbers. And going into this year, you don't know how well he's going to play. So I can see that. I can completely see that. But again, in that same scenario, if you have Todd Gurley at 51, how the fuck do you only have Barkley at 31? And Kamara at 42. Look, Dalvin Cook is good. Dalvin Cook, we already talked about Dalvin Cook when he was holding out. We have a video which we'll link up top. There'll be an information box, so it'll be at the end of the video. We've talked about him before. But I don't think he's the 21st best player in the NFL. And I wish they would do these by, they would put them by, positions and do, an NFL breakdown because of that. Because then you would understand how stupid these are.
Yeah, that's why they don't do that.
Now, Derrick Henry, look, I'd put Zeke higher. I'd put him in the top 20, honestly. I would not put a running back in the top 10, but I'd put Zeke in the top 20. Because we're moving everybody down anyway from the fucking Brady going to 30. And Breeze going to 16. I could see him at 19 or 20. I'd see him in the top 25, top 30. I'm okay with him being there, even though I think he should be a lot higher. I think he should be way, way less. But I really honestly think that he should be top 15. You know what? Let me rephrase that.
He should be ahead of his...
Zeke or Jacob should literally be the only two I can see in the top 10.
Based
but I would put
off of
top
last
15.
season,
Yeah.
Jacob should be in front of Elliott.
I would put Jacob's top 15, Zeke top 20.
I mean, even if you put them back to back.
I'm okay with that. They need to be right there.
If those two are together, I'm
But
okay with that.
They need to be the top 2 running backs, followed by, you got to give Henry because of his yardage. Dalvin, honestly, I'd put Kamara higher than Cook.
Those two would be good together.
Yeah, I'd put Kamara higher than Cook. I definitely would put Kamara higher than Cook on that one. I have no problem. Look, there's no Chiefs running back, so I don't care. Because, Damian Williams decided to opt out. We got the rookie, so I'm okay. But Todd Gurley and Derrick Henry is not a
It's
top
a
10
mess.
player. Derrick Henry is not a top 10 player. Not a top 10 player.
No.
Not at all. So on that note, we're going to continue the second half on another video. So with that one, we're out. Peace.